diametrically opposite as to the dynamic we're sharing here. Here we're playing brother and sister. There we're playing.
There I killed him.
There she killed me. But I think.
आपको लगता है कि ऑडियंस भी इसके लिए जिम्मेदार है जो इस तरह की
बिल्कुल, because audience eventually wants to watch a big film with a big star, and that has not changed, and that will not change. And they don't want to watch our films paying money for it. They say, "अच्छा ये film आई है, it looks interesting, I'll see it on torrent." You know, so they don't want to spend 300 rupees to watch something like this. So that will change eventually, maybe after 10 years. I don't know. Hopefully, it will change.
Hi guys, Karmik here from ikarmik.com. Congratulations on a fantastic trailer. I think it's really high on the intrigue value, and the curiosity is really gutting me to really go and watch it out. And I'm going to pay 300 or 400, whatever it is.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Even you can get a complimentary pass, I'm sure.
All right. So no, the question would be to to the director or anyone else who can answer it better than him, perhaps, is. The title is very intriguing as well, mantra. So whose mantra is this? Is this the mantra of life or family, or how does that get justified?
Well, the way I understand it, which is only one way to look at it, is in this very casual way, which is that, the film straddles the old India and the new India. So there's a transition. There's a transition between, how things were in before 1991 and after globalization. So mantra also is a word which is used by everybody in this very casual way. You say, this is my mantra for happiness, this is my mantra for doing things right, etc. But it's also a very ancient word, right? It's a word that goes back to Vedic times, and it goes right back to tradition as it stands then. So it's a word that straddles the old and the new, and I thought it was a good way to reflect the film and how it stood for the old India and the new India as well.
Right. And the next question goes to the youngest member of the cast.
That's me.
How was it playing a lesbian?
I was.
How did you research your character?
I'm
I
prepared
was
for
just
it.
passing by and Nicholas said, "Hey, you wanna act? Come, movie happened." No, I was very young when we shot this. I was 19. Now I'm 21. So yeah, things have changed. But
I'm still a lesbian.
I'm still a lesbian. No, but on a more serious note, it was I think one of life's highest points so far. In all my 21 years of existence, it's nothing's even come close to working with such fabulous people, and
Yeah, but the question is still kind of unanswered. How was it? I mean, how did you prepare for? I mean, a character like this, especially where you have to, say dialogues like those, and you run a risk, especially at your age. We've all been through that, adolescence, and you run the risk of being trolled or being spoken off with your friends, where they kind of bully you, or perhaps don't take it as well as they should. So just take me through a little.
I just want to add something here. He's taken it very well. The name of his next web series is called Quickie.
and that's a fact.
you're not supposed to say that. But so Nicholas told me I'll be playing Veer, who's a cyber exhibitionist. So my first response was, what is that? So I googled what cyber exhibitionists are, and I was kind of taken aback because I've never done that in my real life. So Google came to my help. I saw videos. I
Does your mother know that?
only for research purposes. So my parents still don't know much about the movie or my character. So don't anyone.
Don't tell anyone. Don't
Sorry, mom. So yeah. I wish I could say I did a lot of research and method acting and all. I didn't. I just
He's just talented, yeah.
came naturally to me
No,
because
I think talented.
I was like, wait, this is playing me. It's okay. I was very comfortable playing lead.
निखिल, इस फिल्म से ऑडियंस के लिए क्या मंत्र होगा?
That's for them to decide, I think. The director had a vision, which, I mean, of course, he tried to convey it through the film, and now it's up to the audience कि क्या लेना चाहेंगे फिल्म से.
कल्कि शिव, आप दोनों ने शैतान में एक साथ काम किया था. काफी साल हो गए उसको फिल्म को, 4-5 साल. इस दौरान आप दोनों में क्या कुछ बदला, अगर आप दोनों एक दूसरे के बारे में कुछ बता पाएं? हाउ यू पीपल हैव डिस्कवर्ड ईच अदर आफ्टर वर्किंग इन शैतान नाउ?
I think first time Kalki saw me on this film, she's like, "तू भी है इसमें?" No, I think the dynamic Kalki and me were sharing in Shaitan was like diametrically opposite as to the dynamic we're sharing here. Here we're playing brother and sister. There we're playing.
There I killed him.
There she killed me. But I think what helped, I think, for this film was that while in Shaitan, I met her for the first time, and we had to kind of, like any two human beings, you have to kind of develop a rapport with each other. Here, the rapport, I think, already existed, and there hadn't been any change, even though there was a gap of a few years in the middle. So it was very comfortable for me to work with her again. And in fact, I was looking forward to working with her because in Shaitan, it was kind of, we were this young bunch of kids together, having kind of sometimes sexual, sometimes romantic, sometimes friendly kind of a vibe towards each other. Yahan pe we were playing brother and sister, so it was interesting to see that dynamic.
I think Shaitan ke time pe I could never hear Shiv Pandit. Oh, he used to talk very, very low, in a low volume, and I'd be like, क्या बोला? क्यों खत्म हो गया? मैं करूँ, मैं मेरी line करूँ. And अभी तो I can hear his dialogues, so he has come a long way, and I'm sure that there are many things about me that he has seen change.
Actually, in Shaitan there was this one scene where I finished my dialogue, and the scene got cut, and everyone was leaving that place, and then Kalki actually literally, like, she grabbed me like this. She was like, "Shiv, I can't hear what you're saying. Speak up." So I think definitely it's given me an impetus to speak a little.
He speaks a lot now.
I speak a lot. I have her to thank for that.
सर, ये फिल्म किसी खास तबके की ऑडियंस के लिए है या हिंदी और सिंगल थिएटर एंड मल्टीप्लेक्स, कुछ ऐसा अगर आप जरा बता सकें, क्योंकि ट्रेलर से तो बहुत ज़्यादा अंग्रेजी इसमें सुना.
I think it's 70% English. So the census certificate we got is for an English.
सेंसर सर्टिफिकेट लेने में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आई थी आपको?
बहुत पैसा खर्च.
लैंग्वेज को लेकर.
Well, लैंग्वेज को लेकर तो इतनी प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी, but we had to actually beep out a few words, and then they asked us to remove a few shots. But इतनी मुश्किल नहीं आई. I think I have to say that it was a smooth process.
लैंग्वेज को लेके कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. We had to beep out a few words.
Language क्या है?
कितने थिएटर में रिलीज करने का था?
इरादा तो बहुत ज़्यादा करने का था, बट मिले 50 हैं अभी in 5 cities.
So the film is in English, and so we are planning to follow what this Oscar and the international films follow the release strategy in India. So we'll be selecting the top 60, 80 high-end cinemas, the multiplexes in Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Pune, Ahmedabad, and Hyderabad. And in the first round, we'll be releasing the film in these cities. And if the response is good, which we are very much hoping, we'll open it in more cities. Yeah.
That also answers your question.
नहीं सर, मेरा सवाल आपसे ये भी है कि सेंसर के इस रवैये को, क्योंकि 47 से हम लोग आज़ाद हैं, now it's 2017, इस रवैये को किस तरीके से देखते हो कि एज अ फिल्म मेकर आप भी क्या बोल रहे हैं, क्या पता वो कट जाए, ऐसा कुछ अभी जहन में चलता है सर?
There are two sides of it. The fact is that censor comes down heavily on things that you don't think necessary these days. especially in the age of internet, when you can watch pornography at the click of a button. So it doesn't really make sense in that way. But having said that, if there are restrictions within a country's law, then you have to follow those restrictions. And it should not stop you from making good work or even great work. My constant example for this is Iran. Look at the kind of restrictions they have. Look at the kind of cinema they make.
Rajat, taking off from that, first of all, I'll refrain from calling it a censor board. It's a film certification board. And that's all it does. And that's all it should do. But it's a bit of a conundrum, like pretty ironical that for us to be able to see the film in its entirety and originality, we probably get retorted to ways and means like torrent. Because if today I come and see this film, for example, in the theatre, I know now that there are a few things which have been missed out.
But I saw Moonlight 2 days back, and all the cuss words have been beeped out. And because they beeped out at the final go, so even the sound stops, and it's terrible for the film.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's the law of the country. Unless you change the law, and we should, but unless that changes, you have to live with it.
But isn't that also providing an impetus for people to kind of download and see the film in?
Maybe, yeah. I'm sure some people do that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Last question. लास्ट क्वेश्चन डेथ इन द गंज फिल्म जो आपकी आ रही है पंकना सेन शर्मा, वो मामी फिल्म फेस्टिवल में दिखाई गई थी. आई थिंक द फिल्म इज डिलेड और समथिंग, रिलीज नहीं हुई.
I'm not sure. No idea. I think they're looking at April, but I don't know. Film तो ready है, but I think they're just looking for a good release date.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure some more stuff are outside.